I forced it so much to become what they wanted, and it failed.
Hey, I'm Zainab.
And I'm Mia.
And welcome to another episode of Sprinkles and Spice.
And I couldn't care less about what you think of me.
So our guest today is a accidental reporter for Kuwait Times. She is a voguer.
Ooh.
And she also is a fellow Sagittarius. And you may know her from her hilarious TikToks, Dhoha. Give it up for Dhoha.
The audience claps in the back. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I'm happy to be here, guys. That's the reporter
so happy
in me.
to have you here.
Welcome to the stew.
Thank you.
To the pod.
I'm excited. Lay it on me. I'm scared a little bit, but I'm excited.
Dhoha wants everyone to know that she has a job.
She's a serious reporter.
She's actually really nervous.
Yeah. I'm like shaking. By the way, please, like, I need my job. So we will talk about, lay it on me. Let's do this.
Let's do this. All right, let's get into it.
So today we're going to talk about a very special topic. We're going to talk about being unapologetically yourself and giving zero fucks what anyone thinks.
Zero beep. أنا ما سبيت. أنا ما سبيت, huh?
So challenge for today is going to be Dhoha keeping her job by the end of the episode.
I give one beep, which is my job.
This is really the
Unholy Trinity?
unholy trinity. Yeah,
I love it. Unholy Trinity. I
yeah.
love
This
it.
really is the unholy trinity. We have 3 Sagittariuses. I don't know how we're gonna get past this episode.
I don't know who's going to edit this. I don't know who's going to film this. Men are going to
يعطيك العافية.
Get off, yeah. All right.
All right, so first of all, I definitely want to touch on something before we got in. I know you're now a serious reporter, and you're doing some really important...
Serious reporter. You're not a serious reporter.
Oh, you said not?
I said, serious
أنا ما
reporter.
المشكلة I'm like cute. She thinks I'm serious. Okay.
Okay, I know you're now a reporter for Kuwait Times, but what I think the majority of the people know you as is that girl on TikTok that doesn't give an F. She's doing the most. She's parodying people. You're not really conforming to the standard of like a girl. You know, you're not sitting down in like your pretty little dress. You're actually going out. You're acting out. You're being fun. You're being yourself, and you're not afraid to put yourself out there.
Yeah.
And not take yourself seriously.
Yes.
So obviously that's something that we stand for and that we love. But how did you get into doing that? Like the TikTok. Let's start with that.
TikTok? Okay, TikTok. I went on COVID. I was bored. If I wanted to get online, I'm a Saji, obviously. I love attention. And what way to get attention than online? But they're not giving a beep. Honestly, I expect people to hate me. Mm-hmm. And I think that helps because if you're not expecting them to be like, oh my God, I love you, you're so funny or whatever, you're unapologetically yourself. Khalas, you're just like, whatever, there's not that the expectation of please like me or please find me funny. I already expect people to think I'm cringe or annoying or loud because
you are.
I am. I was gonna say that, but I'm like, no, but don't put yourself down. Because I am that. If I'm like, man, they hate me, whatever, That's how TikTok started. Also, my rule of thumb is I only genuinely care about the people that are close to me, right? If my immediate family, not my cousins or my aunts or my uncles or friends of friends, but if the people around me close to me are okay with me and are proud of me and support me, then sorry, I don't care about this just Sarah from like TikTok or Instagram.
And that's Sarah 95.
بالضبط. I don't care about if they have a issue with my hair or the way that I talk or that I... Alhamdulillah, I have a good family backbone. Sorry, Sarah, I don't care about what you think of me.
Did you hear that, Sarah?
Yeah. Sheikha a little bit. Sheikha's cool. Nofa بعد. Sheikha Nofa. وهيا.
But Sarah, nobody cares
Sarah,
about.
Sarah with an H? Yalla. Like gag.
Sarah with an H specifically. Sorry, Sarah. Don't mean to offend you. So usually there are like key moments or something that happens that like kind of cements your perspective on like not giving a. Did you experience that?
I'll tell you something about TikTok. I think
Okay.
that the best way to approach or get into a platform and kind of walk into the path of not caring about anybody is having one video that goes horribly wrong. I had a video I posted, and it was one of my first viral ones, where 3,000 of the comments, you guys, maybe 2 of them were positive. I got slapped in the face with so much hate the first time I went into TikTok and went viral that khalas, nothing now can faze me. I've been told everything. My favorite, actually laughing at comments is hilarious. My favorite comment, and if this is you, I love you because you made my day. A random guy said I look like his grandmother's niece. يعني I've been told that. So you think you saying الدم is gonna affect me? يعني I think the best way to approaching something is getting in it, having that hate slapped in your face, and khalas, you just move forward. Bro, I've been through hell. What now? I'm your grandmother's niece. يعني what else can you tell me that's gonna hurt my feelings?
Were you like that before TikTok though? Like,
Yeah, I was on Vine.
Oh.
Vine, I had,
my
yeah, dude. Vine. Vine. Another comment. I love my hate comments. It's so weird, but I do love them.
I aspire to reach that level.
They're hilarious. Because you gotta listen. The ones that are like, "Shut up, Sakhifa," be more creative.
Yeah.
It's the ones that go in. I'm obsessed. This one guy, I'll never get over. I love you for this. He said, "I'm curious. Do they say Bismillah before they kill her? Because of my hair back then." Come on, that's creativity. Yani that, if you're gonna hate, be creative. If you're gonna go out of your way to try to hurt me, make me laugh about it.
Yeah.
Wallah, honestly.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we haven't had anyone like
People
hate on us in
they're
a
not
comical
that
way.
creative.
They're not creative.
No, you're Lady in Black. Lady.
I had a comment in the last. I had a comment on our YouTube video where the Zoos episode actually, where this reporter, what was did she say? As a journalist and a good listener, she was like she was like deep talk from Zoos, but the lady in black was laughing so much out of context. She changes my name on her phone to Lady in Black. We come up with a song, and every time she calls me, she's like Lady in Black, and then I'm like, it's laughing out of context. I was laughing in context, but obviously she didn't get the joke.
Hey.
Also, if she was a good listener, she would have known my name is Zainab and not Lady in Black.
But and plus, يعني, Ulla, why do you think your opinion is that important?
Yeah.
I've watched things that piss me off. You know what I do? I swipe.
If
I
you have
don't
nothing
care
nice
enough.
to say nothing at all.
Exactly.
Like, I just don't get why people like go out of their way to like be like, oh, you're this. Like
The Karens of the internet. It's like, oh, I didn't like that you did. Babe, just scroll. Khalas. There's a billion other videos. There is so much content on the internet that my video doesn't have to piss you off to this extent.
or do what normal people do. Talk shit about it with your friends.
بالضبط.
But that's the thing. It's so interesting that people like. I don't understand the psychology behind it where they're like, I want to comment to let you know that I think you're shit or that
Yeah.
I think you should die or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
No, but you know what
crazy.
the worst part is? I don't know about you, but I'm so madgoofa. Like, I want to see who you are. So I will go on your profile and I'll see like, Khalid, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. And it's like, this is a mom. This is like a cute little mom. She has 3 kids.
بدي
Like,
الصباح الخير بواتساب. إيه.
like she has like these posts with the flowers and the Bismillah, mashallah. Like, and you're like, what?
Go kill yourself.
Like, you just insulted me and my editing and my style and everything about who I am. But you're
karma hit her hard because she made fun of me for being called Lady in Black.
I'm girl in blue
Next
now.
day, a girl comments, she's like, the girl in blue.
I remember being so offended. I was like, wait, what?
Guys, you know what you should do? You should wear your names on your hoodies next time you come just so they can say it for a second.
It's so
But
crazy.
I'm not gonna lie, when they install the editing, I'm a bit butthurt.
So you edit.
Yeah.
Bravo.
No,
Wow.
we're not. We have the guy that cuts off everything together, but we tell him like per second.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
like,
make the calls. Like, we tell him, like, cut here, cut this.
أصلاً أنتي شاكو editing production
Yeah,
house
I
وأنا
know,
ما
it's
أدري.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, one of our friends was saying, she was like, people just want to tell you that I'm better than you.
Yeah.
I'm better than you. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Wallah, wallah.
I know this. Like that woman where she's like, as a journalist and a good listener. Like,
A good
ma'am,
listener. I'm saying good listener. A
We
good
are not
journalist.
journalists. This is not news reporting.
This is not
literally
Kuwait
a
Times.
podcast.
أبي دزي CV مرة واحدة. You know what I mean?
Maybe she's trying to get hired.
Maybe.
Call us.
What am I gonna be, lady in blazer?
So, with that being said, what does giving no mean to you?
Okay, listen, we're human. For I do give a bleep, keeping my job. But it comes in days, right? When you're having a really good day, comments don't faze me. But if I'm at my lowest and I'm online and I'm getting notifications of you suck, you're fat, you look like my grandma's knees. Yeah, I never get over those things. I never get over things.
Frame it.
Hey, well, babe, Mr. Jij, I have it in my house. I love it. I told my dad, Baba, I love this. Wallah, this is the best comment in the world. But what were we talking about?
What
What
is
does-
not give
Oh,
to you?
okay.
She's not a good journalist. She doesn't remember that.
As a good listener, and then I'm just kidding, honey, we're gonna get if she watches this episode.
Watch.
Nothing to you, nothing to you.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
نسيت أبوي ضحاوي.
We're human.
Hey, we're human. Of course, like on a good day, nothing will faze me. But on a bad day, if I'm like, I just got dumped. I'm walking home. It's raining. You know, I'm sitting in my
Plus,
bed.
you're
and I get a
walking-
notification.
You're walking home in Kuwait. Don't lie.
No, okay, I won't.
She's
My
driving
Porsche Cayenne. No, no. I walk.
Heard you wagon.
I walk into my room, Zayn, sit on my couch, use my phone, and I'm getting notifications of like all these comments. Of course, I'm gonna react. Like those are the days you see me at it. Chabu, how dare you? No, Fadi. But without being so like philosophical, we all die, right? Yani, it doesn't really matter what you do. I don't think that life is so. Madri, this is how okay, actually, we're gonna get a little bit deep if that's okay.
Go deep.
But I think when I realized, once I saw people move on after somebody close to me passed away, it just reminded me in such nothing really matters to that extent. The world moves on. So if I have a video where I suck and everyone hates it and all this hate, okay, adi, in a month it's gone. People really move on. Where you're talking to a generation اللي 6 seconds وخلاص.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remind myself that na adi, Dhoha, just do it. Get over it. My family loves me, my friends love me, I love me. If I do something and someone hates it, who
Yeah.
cares? You know, as long as I'm a good listener and a journalist.
Serious journalist.
I love this pettiness.
Sajis, man.
Like, we'll be philosophical in 1 second and then petty in the next.
Well, it's like I don't know who said that, but it's like I'm so petty. I will go to the level of an ant.
Yeah. I'll go lower. بعد ما سجلت.
To the ground.
You go low, I go
To the
lower.
deepest cortex. I'm there.
We're petty.
No, but I do think like it is really true because people don't care, and I always feel like my main thing in life is always saying, "Are they paying my rent?"
Thank you.
Yeah.
Because, like I don't care. Like you're not doing.
Yeah.
I don't even know you, and even if I know you, like if you're my friend, you're never gonna be mean to me. If you're my mom, you love me anyways. You're
Yeah.
forced. You'll
And
have me.
people will never say these things to your face. Like I was telling you earlier, like Adi, someone would be like logged into their Finsta, leaving hate comments on your account, and then they run into you in person and be like, "We're such a fan."
بالضبط.
You know what I mean? Like you said, like sometimes we have bad days, so the comments
Right.
hurt deeper, but usually we don't care. I mean, we sometimes do care when, like you said, like it's related to like the editing or like
Hey, something
Yeah.
that you've worked on, of course, because they would claim it's
Insult me.
constructive
Don't
criticism.
insult my work.
Literally, please insult us. Don't insult editing.
Yeah.
We work hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I mean, we did have a question. Obviously, we wanted to. You talked about your family, but I do want to know, like, was your family like always this supportive of you, like even before like TikTok?
Yeah.
What role did they play in helping you, with that perspective of like not giving?
Yeah. Shifa, in Kuwait, I guess a lot of people can't be online the way that they want to because
Yeah.
of their family. But Anna, and I'm very, very thankful for this, I come from a family's mentality that what you do doesn't
define us.
define me. Like my dad isn't the type of your accomplishments and where you stand and how you act is who I am. No. Into you're your own individual. You want to be online and be an idiot. By all means. Like I'll watch I can hear him play my videos and sigh so loudly in the sala, like ugh, you know, مسكين. But it doesn't يعني that's why I don't feel that اللي أبوي أخويا وأختي وأهلي they're very do you, and you sleep in your own bed. And you know what? If it kills you, if you lose your job for it, that's on you. That's helped me a lot. I know in some families that you don't have that privilege. I'm very thankful for that. And they really just basically don't care. Like, do you?
Yeah. That's really nice.
Yeah. Thank you, Baba.
That's sponsor the pod.
Don't disown me.
Yeah. And you should find that. I'll hear him in the sala.
He's probably like, don't mention it. I don't want to be associated with you.
Killa, I hear him. Well, I blocked my brother from TikTok.
No.
لأنه يتنرفز. He's no, I shouldn't talk about him.
Yeah, we'll cut that out.
لا, he's chill بس رح يقول لي he's Nawafo, I love you.
I know she even name dropped him. He's quitting his
He's
job.
not on Instagram.
Oh, he doesn't know.
He's not on social media. He's
Because of you.
maybe. Shifa, maybe. By the way, I never thought about it. Maybe.
Is he younger?
No, he's older. Older Kuwaiti. أبا يمكن we. Did I do this to you, Noah?
What's really sad is he's probably going into the Diwania and his friends are playing your videos. Look at your sister. And he's like, I don't want to see.
كلهم كذي بس they don't stop me. هذا أهم شيء. عادي أنا I see my brother online, I cringe. Wait, get offline, you're a boy, you know. Instagram's for women.
Agreed. Thank you. If he has Instagram, red flag, dump him.
100%.
Divorce.
Yeah. I like the non-social media men.
Yeah.
Same. Yeah. We talked about that once where we're like, I love when guys have like, you know, the dad selfies where it's like from a weird angle or it's like a picture of nature or like it's a blurry picture.
Their cat اللي توفى 20 years ago.
Or it's like he hasn't updated it since 2016. Like the last thing he posted was 2016, Joey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So obviously the mindset of having zero to give.
Sorry.
You're not allowed.
I'm a good listener. والله sorry. هذه مسكينة ترى.
ما سويت عليها. She loved that comment.
Because أول مرة أحد يقول I'm a good listener. As a good listener, I يعني okay.
It's so like as a good listener.
And so what about deaf people? يعني شنو؟ والله يعني هو so insensitive that comment. أنا wait send me the حرد عليها. Okay, not everybody can hear. Okay. So insensitive that comment. يعني grandma's knees ماكو شيء. You're not offending anyone. Such grandma's knees, they have a specific look. Every grandma knee. Have you seen your grandma's knees?
What it looks like.
It's موبي لوبي. في like أسود مني. فهمت. بس شنو good listener? Not everybody's a good listener. And not everybody has 20/20 hearing, girl. Inclusivity. Journalist.
Yeah. You have to learn how to be inclusive, ma'am.
مسكينة.
She's definitely gonna hate us now.
Yeah. لا, we love you.
All right, moving on.
So the mindset of
Sorry, ما اسمع. استهبل.
Okay. So obviously the mindset of zero given is very much intertwined with authenticity, and especially when you're pursuing like genuine self-expression. Like, how do you feel about that? Do you feel like because you have zero given or you give zero
A little bit, يعني one,
do
two
you
or
feel
three.
like that's helped you in your self-expression, and do you feel like you genuinely are able to express yourself because of that?
Yeah. Anna, I think once you're yourself fully, nobody's gonna nitpick things about you, right? Like there's the idea of like if you do something under the table and they catch you, people are like, oh, شفتوها, she does this, but she portrays herself as something else. But Anna, I think that because I portray myself as literally me, خلاص, like there's nothing you can catch me doing that I haven't said I do or act on or praise. It just gives me that safe haven of nobody's even looking for that. Because if something's on the table, which is what I do, I'm doing me fully, always 100% me. But if you're doing something under the table and someone finds something, like, oh, this remote I've been looking for months. They're going to latch onto that and make this whole story and talk about it forever. But if you just put everything on the table and they see it every single day and they know it's there, no one's going to bat an eye.
Yeah.
But that's the way I move. Khalas, like, I'm not hiding the way I think. I'm not hiding what I believe in. I'm not hiding my values. I'm not hiding how I look or how I act. What you get at my house is what you're gonna get outside.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing is a فضيحة إذا أنت قاعد تفتحين نفسك in reality.
بالضبط.
And I think that's definitely a lot of times I feel like that's what we bond over. We're very like, what you see is what you get.
Yeah.
And I think as someone who lived outside, coming into Kuwait and understanding society, I realized, oh no, people have like an outside personality and at home personality.
Yes.
And it's like it's kind of sad in reality when you look at it, because a lot of people, I feel like they have to have this persona at work. Right, be professional, but like, why can't you be yourself?
Yeah.
You know, what is so shocking about being yourself? Like, what's so shocking about making the jokes everyone makes? Because in reality, I think, no, it's not that serious. No one cares. No one's actually watching you.
Yeah.
And it's freeing to realize that no one cares.
Yeah.
Like, I love walking around being like, no one's looking at me. Everyone's looking at themselves. It's like when we watch ourselves on camera, we're like, oh my God, my hair. Oh my God, my makeup.
But you know where
Why
that
did I wear
starts
this?
from? Your family. يعني when you're young and you scream in public, من يسكتش your mom.
Yeah.
Shh, لا تسوي كذي عيب. Or يعني I think it really steps from how you raise your kids, how the culture is.
Yeah.
And I don't see it wrong if a girl is having fun and yelling with her friends or laughing at a restaurant. Have fun. You when you do that, كسر حسك. Stop it. لا تصرخين. ليش؟ بالعكس يعني I don't know. يعني I think this is something I love watching my sister do with her kids. At least she'll never like say, don't act like this. Because children don't act, right? Children are just being children. For why tell them that there's a certain way that you have to act in public and at home? I think it starts at a young age. وخلاص culturally we're like, لا عيب أنا I don't do this. Or at work it's professional and blazer and سلام عليكم شو أخبارك. لا ما نشغل.
Yeah, and there's
Manage
these they're not honorifics. I don't know what you guys call them. There's these things in Kuwait that you have to
The
say.
formalities.
The formalities.
Yeah.
And you have to say them.
تكرمون. هذه formality اللي توني I just learned about it. I didn't know that you had to say that.
Yeah. I mean, authenticity and like genuine self-expression varies obviously based on your individual experiences and the societal norms as well. They have a huge impact, but I do feel like a lot of times because people are not able to express themselves or be true to who they are, like their authentic self, they start hating on people who are able to do that.
Yeah.
And they're kind of like they envy your ability to give yourself that freedom to be yourself.
100%.
Yeah.
We talk about that a lot. I feel like that's when someone doesn't like you, you know, when you meet someone and right away you're like, ooh, I can tell like they're a bit closed off. A lot of times I feel like, at least for us, we're like, oh, you're not comfortable with yourself.
Yeah.
And you're mad that we're comfortable. We're mad that we're being unapologetically ourselves.
Yeah.
And then
Yes.
it triggers the criticism, and I think that kind of in a way hinders, like as much as you want to be like, I don't give a fuck, like, you know what I mean, I'm true to myself, like when you kind of live in a society where your values and the society's values are like kind of clashing, it's hard to kind of like be like, okay, I don't really care, I just want to be my authentic self without taking those things into consideration. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. It goes back to family. It's your upbringing. It's who you're around as well. Like that girl that can't be herself. Why? Is it your friends? Are they judgy? Do they have expectations that you have to look a certain way, act a certain way? I think your environment puts that prison on you, right? Like, alhamdulillah, even where I work, I'm allowed to be who I am. The people I'm around, I'm allowed to be who I am. My family, I'm allowed to be who I am. I've never had that second guess of, can I not, do I, whatever, شنو عيب, شنو مو عيب. But other people know they have that, even their own friends, their friend groups. It's so intense how, let's say كذي, let's تكلمين كذي. It's your environment. Once you're around people that kind of move like you, talk like you, that sounds like a very racist statement. Look like you. As I said it, I'm like, take it back. Look like you, talk like you is you.
No, I mean, maybe you meant like look like you in terms of like
move in the same path as you.
Yeah.
كلمة ما يصير كذي, I think ما يصير كذي is like, it's something I find so funny, and I always, my mom and I, like, we always like joke about, like, we're ما يصير كذي, because it's so unbelievable. Who says?
Thank you.
Who says
For
you can't do
non-Arabic
this?
speakers.
For non-Arabic speakers, it means we don't do that. It's
Yeah.
basically we don't do that.
We don't do that.
Who's we?
Yeah.
Who decided?
Who's we?
Yeah.
We who? Like you don't do that. Cool.
Or everything is like عاداتنا وتقاليدنا, but it's not really like.
Who dictated this?
Can you translate عادات وتقاليدنا for me?
Traditions and culture.
Traditions and culture.
Yeah.
Okay, traditions and culture.
Did you
I didn't
just
think.
learn that?
I know I did know that, but I thought like عادات وتقاليدنا like قلدونا. I was like, okay, cute.
No, but like I see a lot of times when people see something online, especially that they don't like, they're like, oh, this is not part of our tradition. But maybe in your home, this was not part of your
Yeah.
tradition. Maybe someone or people like us who grew abroad or who had like family who are more open, this is part of their
Also,
tradition.
change tradition. It's okay. It's not that big of a deal.
It can
يعني.
evolve. Like you can still stay true to your heritage and your roots and your culture, but there are things that could change.
Yeah.
It's fine.
والله.
Yeah. Okay.
Be yourself, guys. خلاص. No one cares. Trust me. Trust me. No one cares. Be yourself.
I do want to ask you,
Tell me.
are there any specific challenges you faced in being true to yourself? Be specific.
Yes. Okay. Actually, I do a lot.
Scoop.
But we'll get to يعني okay, challenges. Oh, it's not a dramatic or a deep challenge, but when I got on TikTok and I'm speaking in English, I got a lot of comments in late. تكلمي عربي. لهجتك وين قاعدين تكشخين بالانجليزي.
Yeah.
I did get influenced by that. I'm like, you know what? Like, I am Kuwaiti. I should speak Arabic. And I went into this whole phase of trying, and I was not myself. And it goes back to not being authentically you, right?
Yeah.
I think in English. Sorry. You will survive. I talk in English, you know. خلاص, I went to an American school. Sorry.
She has.
يعني what to do. So, but seriously, what to do? My Arabic is horrible. تبوني, I speak in Arabic وأفشل نفسي, and it's just not me. I think that was a challenge for me. I forced it so much to become what they wanted. And it failed. And I hated myself, and it wasn't me. And I felt like the expectations of my next video should be Arabic and better and this and that. And I lost. حسيت, I genuinely did lose myself, and I lost my sense of humor. And I was just, I became a sheikha, and it's not me. You know, it really isn't me.
You're the.
Yeah, I'm mom. I'm mom, you know? That's, I think, one challenge. It did affect me. Comments where it's like, you should talk in your mother tongue and blah, blah, blah. And you know what? My mom spoke English, so. Don't put that. She'll come from the grave. لا تقولي لهم. Well, yeah, we spoke English at home. Like, fight me. خلاص, get over it. ما قاعد تكشخ. بالعكس, كشخها العربي. أنتوا أصلاً قاعد تفشلوا نفسكم by saying in English is كشخة. Because that's you implying that learning English and knowing English is of a higher place than you. I never said that. I don't think English is كشخة.
Yeah.
No.
It's a internal يعني.
Internal racism.
Yeah,
definitely.
مو بس هذا, it's hate towards yourself. Why are you saying that English is كشخة?
No, and that's the thing. The Arabic language is so beautiful, and it's so
rich.
difficult. It is difficult, especially like for people like us who went to private school. Like it's not easy, and especially when you speak and like تقطين بدليات, like when you make mistakes and people laugh at you.
Hey.
So you learn at a young age that okay, I don't want to be made fun of, and obviously this is my strength, so I'd rather speak English than Arabic. And then when you're older, you're like, oh, I wish I learned Arabic, or I wish I was more proficient.
And I'm learning. I mean, in work, you have to sometimes speak in
course.
Arabic, and it goes as follows. But my authentic self, sorry, but yeah, it is in English. I speak in English. I talk in English. I listen to English music. Like,
It's not like you're ashamed. Like I don't know
yeah,
why
I'm not
people
like
think-
death to Arabs. لا, يعني بالعكس, death to them. بس no.
Let's keep death out of this.
Hurt to them. No. But no, يعني it's not. I'm not trying to be offensive when I speak English, and for some reason it is, and I
Yeah.
don't understand that. But that was a challenge I had. But خلاص, you live and you learn. I don't care anymore.
Yeah. I think we got our first comment that was like that, where it was like
It was such a chunk. Okay, so this is how bad it is. My Arabic reading is so like I was not raised here. My first language isn't even English, it's French.
بعد
Yeah.
لا انت لا هذه انا
شايفة ناس تشالينا, you think you're better
فرنسي
than us?
ادخل لا فاباس اللي اتو
No, but listen, the reality is that I saw that chunk and I was like, I can't read that. It's gonna take me a week to get through. What does it say? Zainab's like, this is literally someone shaming us for not speaking English, for not speaking Arabic. I can't.
Yeah.
It's not just
I
that
can't.
you can't, like, sometimes the idea of the show goes over people's heads.
Yeah.
The reason why we chose to spoke in English not only
To
is
spoke?
because to spoke.
Babe, speaking Arabic, خلاص.
It's fine.
لا خلاص.
Speak in English. I don't want to speak anymore.
I chose to spoke in English.
قاعد تكشخ علينا بعد ما تعب سولف.
I wanted to say the reason why we chose
To spoke.
to speak, or I was between the reason why we spoke and then the reason why we chose to speak. So then I just mixed the two. But
You
anyway,
can't save it.
Also, there's so many. I mean, realistically speaking, this is the Middle East. There's so many shows in Arabic for native Arab speakers.
Yeah.
But
Can you check podcast? You know how many podcasts are in Arabic in Kuwait?
Yeah.
Even the news now is in a podcast style. Did you guys see that?
Kuwait Times. Are you promoting?
No, like live
القباس?
news, they put the mics, but it's not working. يعني خلاص, the podcast, you guys have yours.
Let us have ours.
Let
No,
us
but
have ours.
We do feel. I mean, I personally always told Zainab, I was like, I want just for me because as a kid, I was Arab and I was living outside, and I felt like I don't really know where I stand. I'm not Arab enough. I'm not white enough.
Yes.
So it's like I needed to feel like some sort of connection, and I feel like even now, like this isn't a lifeline, but
Yes.
I know that a lot of people feel like, we exist. We feel seen. That gray area is being reached.
Yes.
So why is it bothering so many people that don't even care about this?
But I dare someone to reply to that. أتحداكم. That was beautifully said. بس and if you did, then you're just mean. Because that
You're
was
just a bully.
perfect.
Okay, so obviously we're talking about like societal norms,
Eh.
but at the end of the day, like you said, like we're human. Sometimes we do feel like we want to belong, and we don't live alone. We live in this society. It's not like no, we're like separate and
Eh,
we're
eh.
self-sustainable and we can just live by ourselves. So I feel like sometimes it's hard to navigate. Like, what do you dismiss and what do you take into account? Like, how do you navigate that?
What?
Basically,
Girl,
when,
say it.
when you choose when you look at the outside influences, like how do you pick, okay, I can actually listen to this as a criticism that's important, I have to hear this out. Like,
Okay, just like TikTok, you know, you have something there for you that you pick and choose to just swipe and listen to and not listen to.
Yeah.
That's how I navigate.
life
And
is like a TikTok algorithm.
life is like a TikTok algorithm. I swear to God, you can pick and choose what you
Yeah.
want for you.
Yeah.
And
there's, I feel like, trial and error. Like you said, like when you're like, you tried to do the Arabic thing, it just didn't feel right. So you dismiss that. And I feel like I've had moments like that where I was like so influenced by the feedback that I was getting that I felt like, oh, I need to change things so I could be more acceptable. But I felt like I wasn't being true to myself.
Yes.
And that's the worst thing. I think when you feel like you're not being your most authentic self or as much as you could be without, you know, being disrespectful to the society.
Yes.
Like, it's so hard.
you hate it. And I don't
Yeah.
like the videos I did around that time. Like when that
Did
time.
you delete them?
Because I was, yes, 100%
Oh,
actually.
really?
Yeah. Because I was growing and I was like, okay. And then I took their hate as like constructive criticism, right? I was like, okay, maybe Arabic, maybe talk like this, maybe look like this, maybe be more feminine, maybe whatever it was. And I had videos coming out that were doing so much better and were getting love. And I didn't feel like this was me. I was like, why am I doing this? I'm not happy. I'm not enjoying it. This should be fun. This should go back to me just being me and having a ball and not looking for that like love from them.
Yeah.
Just, you know, screw them. والله بكل صراحة. Screw y'all.
For real. I mean, honestly, I don't care what people say, but the worst is when people start saying things like, you're ugly. Like one time I got a comment on, and I flipped it around. I made a funny reel about it where I was like, look, mom, I made it. Cause I'm like, when the hate comments
Yeah.
come in, that's when you know you made it. And she said, she was like, I did like a transition look or whatever, like a video, like a makeup video. And then she was like, من شيفة لساحرة.
هذه منو أمك ولا البنت؟
No, the daughter.
She
She is a daughter.
The girl. لا وشنو لما تشيل accountها, if you go on her account, she has like a picture of like the Quran, or she has the Quran in her caption, and I'm like, this is not what is taught in
Yeah.
the
So
Quran.
how could you go out of your way to call someone ugly?
Yeah. So for those of you who don't understand, she basically said you went from ugly to a witch, basically. Yeah.
My God.
Yeah. And then
People
I just
are
responded to
ruthless.
it, and I was like, "Oh, haters gonna hate whatever." I was like, "Look, mom, I made it." But that's not to say that like
It doesn't affect
said,
you.
like, it
No, we're
doesn't
human at
affect
the end of
you.
the
Yeah.
day. And again, be creative. Yanika, you laughed at the witch one, right? But the ugly one is just, and
Yeah.
you just be creative. You want to be mean, be mean. Listen, Ana bil'aks. I put myself out there. I always say, I am online. You have the right to say and do whatever you want to do in my comment section. You want to hate? Be creative about it. Make me laugh. Make me cry even. You know what I mean? Just like, where? Ugly. الدم. Abay TikTok, the comment I can't stand. الدم
What is
الدم.
الدم?
الدم diesel. يعني I didn't understand. من كثر ما سخيف, I don't understand. And then you're so lame or like thick blood. I don't know.
Okay, فهمت.
أنا دمي
And
أزرق.
الدم ثقيل.
Oh. Okay, that's not what
الدم.
Okay, why are you watching, sir? Ma'am?
Yeah.
I always tell
Actually,
her.
thank you for watching the views.
Yeah. I always tell her.
It
I'm
got
like,
to the point where I
haters-
actually want hate comments.
Yeah.
Because it gives me the...
haters are fans.
Let's
All right.
talk about some like maybe memorable triumphs or like moments where you feel like, oh, this is me, this is who I am. Obviously, you said speaking Arabic and making this content for those people wasn't for you, but what do you feel like? Oh, this is me. Like I'm finding my footing. I'm figuring out who Dhoha is, not just on the internet, but maybe like in real life.
Shifa, I'm very vocal online at my values and my morals and what I believe you can be and who you want to love and all of that. So when I get people that approach me, DM or in person and thank me for that, it touches like a part where I really can't explain it. It really feels like, yeah, you know what? Voicing how you feel about something, whether it's a very small opinion against a world of like, no, this is wrong, it feels worth it to me. For that part of being online and not being scared to genuinely vocalize what I believe in, getting like the 3-4 people that approach me in a corner and say thank you, it's I'll take the dem 24/7. I don't care if I can just get that.
I mean, I think it's just like the idea of like if you can't be everything for everybody, but if you can be something for somebody, like that's all that matters.
Yeah.
And with that comes so much pride. And I feel like, yeah, you did open a door and you should be proud of yourself.
I am 100%, honestly.
Yeah.
I really am.
I honestly fell in love with you when I saw you voguing.
Let's go, girl.
I fell in love with you with the chalet thing.
Chalet.
You know, you did
Oh,
something.
yeah.
with
Ay, والله خيران. خلاص.
Like talk about the personality based on the car. Was it?
I like to read people. I'm a reporter. I'm investigative journalism. I can read you from what you drive. ما أدري, I just like, I like being, it's not like, I went online to kind of piss people off and make jokes, but this is me, and COVID happened and I opened TikTok and I was already on Vine and I did have a following on Vine. And by the way, all the videos I put, horrible in the sense of like, would not be accepted today, are not on the internet anymore. For the whole thing and the things stay forever, I don't believe that. Find my video on Vine. أتحداك.
Please, someone will.
No, Shifi, the ones that are okay are there, but I had, even me, I'd be like, شنو هذه؟ Hey, مو بس هذا, no, you can't talk about this here. Can't find it anywhere.
Kuwait Times can't fire you now.
Yuma, by the way, don't look for it, such actually. As people, I wasn't on Vine. Me, Vine, I don't remember. Was that like
What's
a 6-second?
Vine?
What's Vine?
No, but like I feel like, well, me and Mia kind of have a similar like first impression that people get, and I think maybe as a fellow Sagittarius, you might have the same, where people think that we're too bold or we're too like in your face. I've gotten people calling me loud, like they don't like me because they thought I was loud, or they think that I'm not.
I think
genuinely.
I'm stuck up. Before I even say one word, like "Hadi شايفة نفسها." What?
What?
And that's the thing. Like when she tells me this, I'm like, I don't understand that, because that was never our first impression of each other. We actually like had the opposite experience with each other. But then I'm like surprised when I hear people be like, oh yeah, this person didn't like you, or sometimes people think that I'm dumb. See? And I'm like, yeah. Actually, maybe it's the accent. I do
Yeah,
sometimes. Put on a
everyone's
Valley
gonna
Girl
judge.
accent.
We judge, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like we all have first impressions of people.
Yeah, and I mean it's fine to like kind of have a first impression of someone, but to be like
To let that dictate
Yeah.
your entire perception of a whole human being.
Hey,
is
that I think is wrong. I think first assumptions are normal. We're
Yeah.
human. Like I look at someone, I 100%, when I read a book, I judge it by its cover.
yeah.
When I go to a bookstore and I pick up a book, this looks cool. This doesn't. It's
Yeah.
normal.
She saw the alchemist with pyramids. I like it.
Yeah, wallah, fully, dude. Are you serious? But it's
Yeah.
normal. Judge me for how I look,
It's
but
fine,
then
yeah.
get to know me and then judge it. Don't put the look that you already put on me as who I
Yeah.
am.
That's what it is. I think it's fine. Like, okay, judge me, but don't accuse me of not being authentic.
Yes.
Or I'm not being myself. Like, this is myself. You just don't like it.
Exactly.
Sorry, not sorry.
Exactly. Did you guys see the Drew Barrymore? She did that.
And when she helped,
Oh my God, did you? What did I got, Benko?
Where she was holding Oprah.
Bro, Miss Sucha.
come here, come here. Come in the middle, come in the middle.
Drew Barrymore style. We know what it goes through. Self-approval. Oh my God, we're in opposite Oreo. This is like high school jokes.
Oh.
We're in opposite Oreo.
For those of you who
This is
are
better.
listening, Dhoha just switched up everything.
Yeah, I don't want to be alone.
And-
there.
And now we're next to
We're
her.
all sitting on
We're
one
besties
couch.
now.
It's cute.
So obviously, not giving a fuck means prioritizing internal alignment.
Ooh.
And
Wow.
I think
What about external alignment? Because that was
Well,
aligned.
and that yeah, I mean, you kind of have to cultivate like self-awareness and confidence. How do you do that? Putting you on the spot.
I like
No,
that
wait,
question.
let's hold hands. How do you do that?
Digiga. It goes back to losing that expectation from people,
Yeah.
right? It goes back to just being yourself 100%, that you can go home and say, hey, that's you. And I like you. Because when I did that phase where I wasn't myself, ما قدرت أبلع نفسي أصلا. I was like, okay, this is really weird. I feel awkward. I'm not in my skin. But once you move the expectations from people and you kind of, the approval doesn't come from them anymore. It comes from you. That
Yeah.
self-love and that self-confidence, خلاص, it grows. Like nothing anyone can say and do will tell you otherwise, because you're not looking for approval from them.
Yeah.
It's fully from you.
Yeah.
I like that. Tony استوعبت ما شاء الله. My eye contact is spectacular.
No, but I do agree with what you say, because something I always have trouble with is being present. And that's, that goes hand in hand with being mindful. And people always say,
Yeah.
oh, mindfulness, but they don't really know what that entails. And for me, at least, it entails not projecting myself forward, being present, appreciating the moment I'm in, understanding that wishing essentially for this moment to be over rather than dealing with the moment
Yes.
means I'm wishing my life away
Yes.
instead of really just being here in the now, because I'm not actually guaranteed that tomorrow anyway.
Yeah, بالضبط. We're all gonna
Yeah.
die.
Yeah.
Sorry, بس يعني
Scoop.
do and go. Do and go.
Yeah.
Move on. Move forward and shush. The shush is for the haters. خلاص.
Yeah, and I think that a lot of times, like, I hate to say this, but like, I feel like it comes from a place of insecurity.
100%.
Obviously.
Always.
Yeah, and I think that brings me to like self-love, because we talked. I think you said like you, like were telling yourself to like love yourself and kind of stay true to who you are, but I think confidence and self-love are not always the same thing. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes I can love myself, but I don't feel so confident. So I feel like that kind of makes me kind of not so true to myself. You
Yes.
know what I mean? Like I'll be very easily influenced.
Yeah,
when
and a
I'm
bit
not-
self-conscious.
Yeah, I'm
and-
self-conscious, and it doesn't mean that I don't love myself. I'm just like not the most secure right now. And
بالضبط. You
yeah.
said it right now. It's
Yeah.
We're humans. We're gonna go through moments of like loving ourselves, hating ourselves, being really confident, being really insecure. Super normal. Super yani,
Yeah.
as long as you're aware of that and you know that and you're there for yourself for it, and that approval again just comes from you of loving and hating yourself.
Yeah.
It's okay. That's, yani, I think what makes the difference. You don't have to put this pressure of, I gotta be confident.
Yeah.
I gotta be amazing. I gotta love myself. No, you will have moments where you really can't stand yourself, and that is completely normal. And, move on, move forward.
Mom.
Mommy, I am mom. Don't worry, hate yourself out the shower. You hate yourself today. It's okay. Tomorrow you will love yourself. That's how I go about it.
Yeah. But it is kind of like self-reflection.
Hey.
Like that's the important things that you have to kind of reflect and be like, okay, I'm not feeling 100% today. And I like when you're aware of it, you're able to like catch yourself.
Yes.
So you're like, okay, it doesn't mean that I hate myself. I'm just not feeling the most secure.
We said it in the girl gang episode with like female friendships. Go watch if you haven't.
Gang.
But like sometimes you do actually have to be your own best friend.
Yes.
And have a dialogue with yourself that you would have with your best friend.
Yeah.
And Zainab, that's something you and I, we always do to each other. Like if one of us is too hard on ourselves, we're like, hey, like I would never speak that way to you. Why are you doing it to yourself?
We
had an intense talk last night.
Yeah.
It was wild.
Why am I having FOMO? I just met you guys.
We're gonna
ليش ما دقيتوا علي؟
خلاص, next time we're gonna conference call you.
1 a.m.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
never
we'll all
mind.
cry together. No, it was a really intense conversation because I think like end of year, there's a lot of pressure. We've been kind of burnt out.
Yes.
So I don't think we were completely aligned with ourselves. And so some things started happening, and I think both our confidence was a bit shaken. And so we kind of like had a moment where she was telling me like, Zainab, you need to be kinder to yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because in turn, I think if you're not kind to yourself, you won't even be able to be kind to others.
Yeah.
But that's where the hate comes from.
Yeah.
That's where the hate comes from.
And I started nitpicking not only on myself, I started nitpicking on us. And then I told her, I was like, look, like, I think right now I'm feeling very like nitpicky, you know what I mean? And I think I'm projecting it on both of us.
Yes.
And that's because I self-reflect. I try to be aware of these things as much as I can.
There's the word. Always self-reflection and accepting that Tada, we're gonna not be our favorite person. We're not gonna like the way we look one day or act one day. Or have you guys ever had like a gathering or somewhere that you were in a social place and you go back and you're like, ugh.
Yes. Oh my God.
Ugh, I hate it. And before, it would really take its toll on me. You know, why did I do this? And how could I have done this? And I embarrassed myself. And oh my God. And then it became, I have that. And I accept that I have that. And it's okay, Dhoha.
Yeah.
You sucked that night. It's okay. The next night, be more aware of your actions.
I love that.
Just, it's, I know saying it's okay is not the best approach, but it's so all relative and human. Like everybody goes through this. And I love reminding myself that. And I'm not the only one that played back that night.
Yeah.
I'm not the only one that is worried about what they said or what they didn't say. And I kind of love that. And that we're all going through this. And, I'm going to say it again. It's okay. You know what I mean?
That's the thing is nobody cares. Everyone does go home and think, why did I say that? Why did I laugh at that? Like everyone is nitpicking themselves. They're not busy nitpicking you. And those who are haters and the folly. You have nothing going on that you're nitpicking me. Go nitpick yourself, please.
We're all selfish. We're all just thinking about ourselves.
I think people who focus mostly on like nitpicking on other people or like judging other people are scared shitless to do the same to themselves. Yeah. Like look at yourself in a mirror and come with that same energy.
Yeah. Bedapt.
You will rip yourself to shreds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all just going about life trying, I just try to make it. We're all just trying. Khalas. Like, why are you so hateful?
Literally, we're just trying.
I'm just trying. Okay, I screwed up. Khalas. Let me screw up. Comment section, you're pissed off. Why? Let me be.
But going back to actually going to gatherings, for some reason, I never realized that I was very much like a sponge for energies. Like, I would walk in and be like, I'd feel basically like already overwhelmed. I feel like what I'm taking into the next year is sort of not accepting that energy.
Yes.
Right away, like putting some space between me and people, maybe taking a moment to myself, regrouping. It's okay to be overwhelmed. At the end of the day, you walk into a room, everyone has their own baggage to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's not all about you. So you can take a moment and be And even if you're not everyone's cup of tea, who cares? They are not
Drink
paying your
coffee.
rent.
Like, let
But
me be.
I was telling her today, I'm like, we're not pizza. Not
Yeah.
everyone has to like us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another thing I walk around with. Like, I don't move with the expectation of being loved. بالعكس, I come with the expectation of being hated.
Yeah.
It makes life so much more chill.
Yeah.
I expect you to dislike me, so I don't have that room and space to be like, what do I do to make them love me? I don't care.
Yeah.
Don't.
I learned that honestly, like later in life, like before when I was younger, I used to be like, if somebody hates me, I'd be like, why do they hate me? And then the more hate I started getting, because I was like, I reached a point where I was like, these people literally don't know me. Why are they hating me for no goddamn reason? And then I switched it and it started being funny.
Yeah.
Honestly, she knows that. Like, I thrive on people, not thrive, but like I enjoy it, honestly.
You
when
get
people,
off on it a little bit.
I get off on it a little bit. When
I think it's a Sagy thing.
yeah,
I kind of like.
She's not like that though. She's a Sagy, but she's not like that. But for me, I'm like, when someone hates me, when they haven't even gotten the chance to know me, or like from one meeting or something, I'm just like, really?
So
Okay.
wait.
And
Wait.
I'm not home. I think for me, I just whatever. Bye. You know.
Yeah.
I'm deleting
Yeah.
you now.
No, I like to pretend that I'm so unaware that they hate me.
She
and I
acts
like to
crazy.
be in their face. Yeah, actually, I'm like, oh
completely
my
insane.
god.
I like that. You piss them off more. I need that.
That's the
I
thing. It's
need
because it's
that.
like, you hate me for no reason, so I'm gonna make your life hell.
I'm gonna give you a reason.
I'm gonna give you
How
a
about
reason.
that?
I
Yeah.
feel like I'm not. I feel like I'm so healthy. I'm like, I'll just pretend you're dead and you're not
Yeah.
here.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Damn.
So healthy sometimes. Like,
I
know
love
that's,
that.
That's like, oh, let's not be toxic, whatever. Deep down, I'm a Scorpio moon, so I have my moments where I can be toxic. And she doesn't hate watch shit with me.
No.
Yeah.
She
Oh, I
doesn't
love
like-
hate watching.
I can't stand it.
I love hate watching. Shiva, honestly, this is gonna sound so weird, but back then, like a week ago, when I play Sims and someone really pisses me off, I make them on Sims and I kill them.
So petty.
Don't put this on.
That's see.
But it's healthy. Wallah, guys, you know, I make their death traumatic and intense, and I make sure nobody visits them. And then
needs
the next day, I feel so good, and I see them. I'm like, hey, how are you? Like, people go, no, everyone does this. People
It's
go
a
to the
coping
gym.
mechanism.
Yeah, people go to the gym. يطلعون حراتهم. People do drugs. يطلعون حراتهم. People do whatever. Oh, no, I play Sims, and I make you on Sims, and I kill you. It's such a healthy approach to confrontation because I suck at it. There you go. End it there. If I hate you, you probably died on my Sims.
I can't get over it. Mia is like,
Dude, you know what? I'll teach you. Wallah, it's amazing.
I've
It
played
really.
Sims. I've just never made someone kill them.
Oh my god, babe!
Are you
There's
getting
mods
ideas?
to like. There's
Yeah.
mods that you can add that make their death brutal.
We'll go,
Yeah.
we'll
organize
talk about
something,
this
yeah.
off
Yeah,
the show. We don't condone this.
Sims
don't
4
condone
sponsored by Sims 4. Kill your ex. Loves it.
So all in all, surround yourself with positive people.
Yes.
Yeah, honestly. And get over it. Wallah, just let it be. Let go.
Journal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like sing in your room. Honestly, that's my coping
And
mechanism.
dance.
Yeah, just
Dance, play Sims,
Get people
gym.
on Sims.
Yeah.
Go on a hot girl walk.
Hot girl
Yeah.
walk. Wait, what?
Hot girl walks.
What is that?
Like when you
Go on a hot girl walk.
yeah.
Okay, I get it.
When you're a hot girl walking.
Yeah. and oh, true. Every single day. But and if you can leave with one thing, stop hating online. It just makes you look stupid. There's no need
Unless you're
for it.
creative and funny, in which case you can.
Yeah.
But with all honesty, have you guys ever hated like online intensely?
I hated a contestant, but I sometimes do this with real people. But
Sometimes
You kill them on Sims?
I don't kill them on Sims.
Worse, she
I
goes on their social media.
mirror, I go on their social media and I mirror. This is so bad. I mirror
She
on the
makes
screen.
fun.
And we have one of our friends. Mia's just sitting there. She's like, I can't see this. And we have one of our friends who is like me. She loves to hate watch.
Evil.
And we choose like the cringiest shit that they've done. And we're just like, oh my god.
That takes
But
hating on
honestly-
another level.
Look, I only do this.
Now
with
I'm
people.
scared people do this to me.
No, honestly, I only have done it with people who have hurt me intentionally. Hurt me.
Hurt people,
Don't
hurt people.
Hurt me.
Wallah.
Don't hurt me.
Yeah, but I won't lie. When I was a kid, though, you get what I mean? Like, I just think it's so immature to.
You were a hate commenter?
Yeah.
You know, my sister the other day, she told me something. She was like, think back to when like you were younger and you were kind of insecure and you kind of put some limitations on yourselves. She was like, you would look at other people and you would hate on them because you would be jealous of the freedom that they allow themselves. So she's like, that's where a lot of the hate comments come from. It's because you're unapologetically being yourself. And I think that triggers people.
It needs to be shisma. What's the word for it? We talked so much, I forgot how to talk. We spoke in English.
She's not a great reporter. She forgets half her voice.
I am not a reporter.
Accidental reporter.
Accident.
She's a vulgar, whatever.
I was gonna say it needs to be studied. This hate culture online, especially in the Arab region, needs to be studied because it's intense.
It really is intense. It's a universal thing, but we take it to another level.
Koreans have that too, by the way. I remember my friends in high school, international high school, so I know a lot about.
We
random
get
cultures.
it. You're international. You speak French. I need a hate comment. I'm a good listener. But you don't have to be. I'm
No,
kidding.
but like a lot of the Korean kids used to tell me like, scandals are such a big deal for celebrities because the hate comments are so intense. People commit suicide.
Yeah, there was a story. The live girl killed herself on live.
What?
Oh, God. All right.
What?
We just ran out of time.
And that's the podcasts I listen to. I'll tell you about it later. It's insane.
Yeah. In saying that, thank you guys for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing.
And if you didn't, go and like, comment, subscribe, thumbs up, all the above.
Yes.
Share to your friends. Share to your
friends.
mom.
And hate comment.
Only if it's funny.
Please, only if it's funny. Yeah.
Honestly, be creative. Be creative.
Be
That's
creative
it.
with your hate.
Hate me, but be creative about it.
Bye.
All right, we'll see you guys next Wednesday.
Hey guys, so apparently we had so much fun with Dhoha, we forgot to ask her the question and we forgot to ask her to ask the question. So here's an extra clip. Enjoy.
What is something that you are proud of going through and coming out the other end?
Ooh, very nice question. Did Zuz ask this?
No.
Who asked this?
Hamid.
Freckled lights.
Jesus, why so deep? Make it fun. Honestly, I would say birth. I didn't want to be here. School. I did horribly, honestly.
Oh, wow.
In high school, I did really bad. I dropped out of university for a couple of years. I didn't think I was going to graduate. But I pulled through towards the end after I mentally kind of got where I should because of all the things that I went through. And I got out of it and applied and got a really good job. So I'm very proud of myself. I didn't think I'd make it, but I made it.
She made it.
I made it. And they followed me to work, literally.
We chased her down.
Okay, and then what question are you going to pay forward to the next guest?
Digiga, you guys can get out of frame if you want because I have a kid. I'm kidding.
Cover girls.
Put your back in your bum. Ta-ta-ta. Let your whole back. Guys, let me focus. Or no, if you can get away with murder, how would you do it? And yeah, that's it.
Mic drop.
عشان أخاف على التليفون.
See you next week.